Well, Steve, you looked at your Christmas fixtures and they look really tough. So to start with 3 points against North Ferriby, fantastic day.
Massive 3 points, and you know, a deserved victory, because I thought for the whole 90 minutes, I thought all over the park, we set out our jobs and everyone did the jobs, and you know, deserved winners. You know, the only downfall at half time was we wasn't leading, and just said to them at half time, be patient, it'll come, and you know, we ran out worthy winners in the end.
Yeah, I think the key, as I've just been saying to Jamie Yates, was to get through to the break without conceding. But you actually had the better of the first half, and Picton had a great header which was tipped over.
Not just him, you know, we worked on getting crosses into the box, and like we saw last week, when it's a wind-affected game, you've got to try and get it wide and get balls into the box. And when you've got strikers like we have at the club at the minute, you know, we've got to feed them. And you know, first half we had numerous of chances, and all they have got is, you know, the denting up the top, and you know, it's very effective. But I thought we dealt with it very well. So hats off to, you know, the whole back four, Jan Butts, and you know, everyone really, because like I say, we set out and we set the stall out for the lads to do the jobs, and to the man that did everything we asked of them, what we worked on Tuesday. You know, people don't realise we come in Christmas Eve to work on it, because we've got a tough run, and you know, what a way to start.
Yeah, and then you got those 2 early second half goals to win it for you.
Definitely, and good goals. You know, we've worked on, you know, getting people late arrivals in the box, and you know, Sam Russell, delighted for him. He's had a bit of a rough spell, you know, not to Simon's standards, and you know, I'm delighted to see him on the score sheet. You know, it's only usually penalties that he gets, but you know, he's burst into the box, got a goal, delighted for him. Obviously delighted for Nathan as well to get one against his former club. But you know, you can see out there Nathan, Ant Wilson, Jamie Yates, you know, they all kept their heads and performed really well for Gainsborough Trinity Football Club.
Yeah, in general, players on both sides kept their heads. There was just a little flare up at the end when they thought they got a penalty and the play was booked for diving. But in general, it was a very, very clean game. It
was, you know, a very good game. You know, to say, you know, like I say, what they've got and what they use, we all dealt with it well, and you know, credit to their players as well. Like I say, barring the little one at the end where he was through in the end, and he's just took a tumble. So, you know, that was the only downfall of the game, where it got into a bit of dispute over that one. But you know, it was a good game all round, but especially for us.
And now you move on to Boston on Monday.
Yeah, another one. You know, they come thick and fast in this festive period, and we've got to get rested up. And you know, you'll be over the week. I can remember last year when we went to Lowestoft, they keeping the same side, and you know, we've got a squad. We've seen away from home, things don't really go for us as they do at home. So you know, we've got to assess that. We've got to assess the players, see how they're feeling, and we've got a good squad. And you know, barring the injuries of Adam Quinn and Matty Wilson, you know, we've got a squad to compete this year, and I think we've proved that. And you know, they could have gone top tonight for Ferriby, and if that's the benchmark, I said to Stamper just for half time, if this is the benchmark, you know, we're not a million miles away, but we've got to keep on performing like we're doing. You know, that's 4 wins on the bounce at home, and you know, we'll go away to a local derby on Monday, and we're spirits are high, so you know, we've got to try and dig deep and get a result again there.
But as I'm driving down to Boston, I think I'll be thinking Martin Housham's going to come in, isn't he?
You could well be right. You know, the cards will be up the sleeves till late on. You know, but like I say, we've got an honest bunch of lads, and we need them to be honest with us over the weekend to make sure they're right for Monday. And you know, you can see the desire in there that they want to win games. You know, they don't come in, like I said before, you know, they don't, not hanging from the rooftops celebrating like some teams do. You know, we've come in, we're nice and calm, we've got a job done, and now we move on to Monday and hopefully stay within the coattails of the top 10.
And Boston have had a bad day, they've lost 3-0, and we've heard that Dale Southwell's injured before the game today, and he's going to be out until January.
Well, you know, it'll be a big loss, but I'm sure...
The end of January.
Yeah. There'll be a big loss. You know, he scored goals and his record speaks for himself, but you know, we've got to be on our, you know, at home they are a very, very strong side, and they'll be smarting from what we've done to them already this season. So
yeah, you're going for a hat-trick of wins.
Yeah, definitely, you know, and at the minute we've got the bragging rights and we want to try and keep them, but you know, it's going to be a very tough game whether Dale's fit or not. Obviously you've just said definitely not, but you know, I know what they're like there. He'll be surprisingly probably turn up on Monday and be in the starting lineup, but we'll wait and see. They've got enough in their squad to cope with it, but I'm not bothered about them. I'm bothered about what we do and how we approach the game and what players we set up. You know, I think the scout's been there today, and
Yeah, I kept telling him every time they scored.
yeah, you know, he gives us some ribbons sometimes, but you know, he's come today, he's wasted journey because that won't be the side that plays Monday.